Yo, what's up? Name is JetLeo1 and welcome back to some more Resident Evil 4. Last episode, we nearly died. This episode, time to go nearly die, except this time it's to people. So, you may have noticed, put away the rocket launcher. That's because this episode I've decided we're going to go through and show off cutscenes featuring Ganados. With spasms, okay. So now the game actually bears its fangs. Because once you hit nighttime, it stops pulling its punches. Anytime you score a headshot on somebody, they can now do that. Not fall over and die, but they can spawn don't even know what to call them. They're properly referred to as just Plagas enemies, but they can spawn the head monster, and those are really, really hard to kill. However, if you have been stocking up flashbangs because they're worthless elsewhere, flashbangs insta-kill those things, so if you're ever having trouble with those, just flashbang away. Instant death radius to all Plagas, and you're covered. But yeah, like I was saying, I put away the rocket launcher, because this episode we're going to show off the Punisher. Yeah, this gun's really not very good, so I'm going to use it at like a really simple part, just to make sure that I don't wind up getting doomed. Because this is, I believe, the weakest handgun in the game. Like, even after all the upgrades are done, it's the least damage out of all of them. Why, hello there. 2 knives, okay. You have no HP, sir. But yes, it does the least damage out of all the handguns. It's got acceptable ammo. The only thing it's got going for it is its special piercing ability. When it's just default, it can pierce through 2 people, so if you can line up your shots, it's pretty good because you got 2 hits on 2 people, which means that technically if used right, it can deal more damage than any other handgun in the game, but using it right is kind of difficult, because it's very difficult to line up the shots in most parts of the game. Usually you're not going to get rushed too badly. You'll get rushed in some sequences where this is good in some sequences where you just get straight up rushed. There's a bunch of Ganados coming after you. Treasure up there if you can see it. I don't know how much the ring sells for, but I know it's quite a bit, I believe. But yeah, if you can line up the shots, it will deal more damage technically. Instead of dealing, I don't know, like 4.5 to 1 person, it will deal the 2.9 to 2 people, which is more. Whatever. It's a weird gun, and I'm going to use it for this episode. It's kind of sad that it's no good, though, because the model's really cool. Now, what do we do up here? Ah, yes. Reapers. We have dismissed that claim. But yes, what you do is you need to... There's 2 boxes here. And they both move. You need to have one on the right and one on the left. So we need to wait for this to come around, and then I can shoot it, and we can jump across. Simple puzzling. Nothing Don De Leon can't handle. But there's a conspicuous absence of enemies. Isn't this supposed to be an important installation or something? Oh well. I can live with path of least resistance. It's always nice not to have to burn a bunch of ammo and whatnot. Divert some water. It's almost like we work here. We're just gonna deal their job for them. Shut the floodgates! We must drown New Londo to kill the Dark Wraiths. Save New Londo. And then, of course, some random undead guy comes along and undoes the floodgates, floods everything again. Or no, wait. I got that wildly backwards. You gotta close the floodgates. Or you reopen the floodgates. What do you... I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. Maybe I should get that far in Dark Souls before I start talking. Pretty good fire rate on this handgun, though. I believe I heard a head Plagas, yeah. Reload. See, it's so weak, it requires so much ammo. Like, if this had been even the basic handgun upgraded, that would have been over faster. Shouldn't really be complaining considering I have enough spare ammo since I never use any thanks to the Chicago typewriter. I can just go be like bang, 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 bang. And it doesn't even matter, but whatever. Oh, I thought there would be something over here. You can't see much in the dark, and hopefully, speaking of darkness, I really hope... I've got the brightness high on the game, like way higher than it normally is. So hopefully you can see everything fine. So take the round insignia. You got the fire emblem. I mean the emblem that gets you into the church where Ashley is. Time for a phone call. Hey Hunnigan, I got the key. Well, aren't you going to go open the church? No, I'm going to call you.
Wonderful, Leon. Head back to the church. Ashley's safety is our immediate priority.
It's their immediate priority right after making sure that he phone calls her after every single moderately interesting event. She's got to be up to date so she can keep tweeting about it. Don't you know there's a live feed going on? Hashtag save the president's daughter. Get on the boat, Leon. Let's drive away, come drive, let's drive with me. And it's back to the merchant we met in the underground cavern. Who, ironically enough, I went back and looked at episodes 5. I looked back at it, the thumbnail was me pointing at the merchant with a gun. I'm gonna laugh if the thumbnail on this one is again me trying to hold up the merchant. So what you got?
Selection of good. What are you selling?
Let me just get rid of some stuff here. I'm gonna keep the TMP ammo. But I don't really need the grenades. I should show what the flash grenades do. And the rest of it. I'm just going to sell my treasures. 12 spinels, a ruby, pearl pendant. So this, let's go through some of the treasures. The pearl pendant from back at the farm is 10,000 if you do it right. And then the brass pocket watch from right in front of the chief's house from the same puzzle is worth that. Gold bangle with pearls, which was, I think, at the part of the lake with the dogs. I think you have to wait, or no, you don't have to wait till night. But whenever you're over there at the part of the lake before you fight Del Lago in the trees, you can get this. And then the amber ring we just got at the water thing, 10,000. And then Beerstein and Elegant Mask. Both of those with just one implement in them are now worth 10,000, and they'll be worth a lot more if I can go find the rest of the gems. I think I completed the Elegant Mask when I played this before, so I am trying to go through this the same way I always do. That's one thing about me that you might not know, or most people don't know, is that if I ever replay a game, I'm going to make the exact same decisions I always do. Like, I played Mass Effect 2 twice, first time on the Xbox, second time on the PC, and I played the exact same way. The only thing I did differently was that since I had the DLC, I got to make a few more choices. And what's this? It's a trap! Well, good thing Leon's a gangster. He can get himself out of this. You know, back in Chicago, we got trapped all the time. I still remember that one time. We were supposed to do a deal down in the basement. But then the cops came in. It was a mess, I'm telling you. And of course, why doesn't Leon immediately think, better shoot all these people? Just let the monster get out first. Of course. Meet El Gigante. And as my friend who actually knows Spanish keeps pointing out to me, they have horrible names in this game. El Gigante. The Giant. I would say so. El Gigante. He's really hard the first time you play this part because he hits pretty hard and your weapons don't at this point if it's your first playthrough. If you're me, even the owl upgraded Punisher is enough to wreck him pretty badly. I believe he has around 40 health before he does what you need to kill him. So you have to deal that much damage first. Yeah. It's around 40 health. And then this happens. And what you're supposed to do is shoot the parasite in his back, But on your first playthrough, it's a lot easier to just run up and slash like a madman. It only takes doing that twice to kill him as opposed to sitting there and trying to keep shooting it. And after you wound his parasite once, hey, it's that dog who we saved from a trap all the way in episode 1. He's come to repay the favor. He doesn't do much in the fight, but he will distract El Gigante, so you're free to just sit here and just open fire on his back. Or his face if you're feeling mean. And then with the dog's help, just climb him again and cut him to pieces. You're not living this one, Sonny. This one's from my friends in Chicago. So big, so angry, so dead. That would be great if like the Zelda boss finishing theme played right now. I need to go find that and edit it in. Casual reload. And what does he drop? 15,000 meseta. Meseta. Whatever. It's great. Lots of money. And then in these houses, he can destroy these houses, but luckily I believe the items will be fine. They'll just be sitting there in a pile. But you can run in here and get some ammo and some money and some gems. I believe that was shotgun ammo back there. Yeah, this fight, first playthrough, shotgun's gonna be your best friend. So, upgrade the shotgun all the way. I think I forgot to point out over there is a yellow. I picked it up, but getting that yellow herb is pretty important for your first playthrough, and I'm stuck on his leg. There's a lot of stuff in this room. If you bring a green herb in, I think, you can go get that red and that yellow and have a full maxed out healing item right away. Nothing? Jeez, I was all caught up in getting loot, then they're like, nope, you have no more. You've got enough money, Don De Leon. Leave your money hungering back in America. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but I believe this house has someone in it. Again? No? Okay. But I think the snake came back. Nope. Snake got replaced by money. That's right, Snake. We've replaced you with a cyborg. His name is Raiden. And he has a sword. Do you have a sword? You don't have a sword. No. I forgot these were up here. No. Bad dogs. Get off my face. This calls for some healing items. Triple green, why not? Yeah, I'll organize the rest of that off screen. Are you dead? You're dead. Everything's good. Train in the background. I really hope you guys can't hear that. Man. You know, it's so comforting. All of my life I've lived by like a major roadway. But the problem is that this major roadway in particular that I've lived by all my life always has a train track near it. Used to not be a problem, but now that I record things, when trains go by in the background, I'm sitting there praying to myself, please don't let them hear it. Money. Alright. It's a pretty small church. You again. I'm pretty sure we see a lot more people than would fit into this church. This insignia is everywhere. I wonder if it's a religion from this region. I don't know. Maybe it's a house crest. But look, let's look at this here. Let's take a detailed look, okay? So we've got these pews. Let's see. Let's put Leon up against it for reference. Okay. So Leon takes up about a third of it. So you can fit 3 people in the pews. So you got 1 pew, 2 pew, 3 pew, 4 pew, 5 pew, 6 pew. 6 times 3, 18 people can sit in here. And then you've got like maybe a priest and an assistant. So you've got 20 people in this building. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure when we first went to Pueblo, we killed like that many. So Okay, sorry. Real life. I'm lucky. Unlike most Let's Play people, I don't get like phone calls or people knocking down my door, but occasionally some people will ignore the blatant facts that I'm recording and just be like, hey, wanna have a conversation? For realsies. You don't understand. Like, if you don't record things, I dare you, like, just try to record one thing and see how many people walk in. It's like, oh, that didn't bother me until I was doing things. It's interesting. Speaking of interesting things, operate. It's a puzzle! What color will you operate? None of them this time. I'm going to wait till next episode because I ran out of time. So this has been Jet Leo 1, and I will see you next time as we start operating some colors. See you then.